in Chicago. Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. This is the BMW Z4 M Roadster. BMW calls this car the Z4 M Roadster. I'd like to just call it the M Roadster because it's so far different from the Z4 that I almost don't even want to compare the two. Body-wise and dimensions are still the same, but under the hood here you have the M3's 3.2 liter inline 6 engine, infinitely variable valve timing. It's an inline 6, 330 horsepower in this little car, routed to a 6-speed manual, which is in turn routed to the rear wheels. As you'd expect, it's a proper sports car. When you put 330 horsepower and 8,000 RPM redline in here, you got to consider it's going to launch like a missile, and it really does. It's a blast to drive. It probably is one of the absolute best communicating cars on the road. It has still BMW refinement, but you get all the feedback you need. Let's take a walk around it. I don't have much else to talk about because it's really amazing. Point out the condition of the car, just any blemishes along the way. The whole front end is in absolutely excellent condition. Interlagos Blue is the name of this color. It's my personal favorite on any of the M cars, but you've got a stone chip. Looks like one stone probably just bounced off of these little two spots, but other than that, there's nothing actually to note across the front of the car. But let's come around to the side here. You'll see you have an 18-inch wheel from the factory. These are 225/45 ZR18s up front. It is an M Sport wheel with a cross-drilled brake rotor in there. Proper M badge, noting the Z4 M model. But looking down the driver's side, look at the reflection in that Interlagos blue paint. All factory original condition. On the rear end, you can see the quad tips. Very, very clean quad tips, may I add. That is indicative of the M Roadster. And then down the passenger side as well, uniform condition. Nothing else to talk about. Pretty amazing. Inside the trunk of the M Roadster, you're going to find ample room, especially for a pair of people to go on a weekend vacation. You do have the proper M factory mats in excellent condition, might I add. Fully equipped back here, you've got the owner's manuals in here, as well as the tire bomb. This is made to inflate the tire for extended mobility, as well as an inflator behind there. You've got the first aid kit, and then below the floor here, you've got nothing but metal. Just putting up the top and putting it down as a drama-free experience. You just have to hit and hold a button. So I'm just going to hit and hold the roof close. There's no latches or anything to fasten. It does everything on its own. Quick, simple, and painless. Let's take a look inside. You can see the detail of these sport seats here. They are the same. These are the manual adjustments. Are the same even when you get a power seat. It's the same seat, but the manual adjustment really gives you a little bit better range and feel for where the car is going to place you. And you also have the extended thigh support that you would get with the sport seats from BMW. But step in, entry and exit, very, very easy. I'm 6 feet tall. I really could even move the seat up to be more comfortable, but tilt and telescope steering wheel. This is probably the thickest rim steering wheel that I think you can buy in the United States. I don't know of another car at any class that has a thicker steering wheel. You've got the thumb impressions right there at 10 and 2. This thing feels awesome on the road. This car has a unique set of M-Class gauges. They're white on the black face. Typical BMWs are orange on the black face, so that is unique to the M model. But multifunction wheel, as we said, tilt and telescope. AM, FM, CD, right in dash here. Excellent stereo. This car does have the hi-fi sound system. Automatic climate control. Hit auto. Dial up your temperature, set it and forget it. That's normally how I use it, but just easy to turn it off there. You've got your power convertible top switches down here. You've got a dynamic stability and traction control button here. Tire pressure monitoring system. If you get more than 5 pounds out of whack, it will actually alert you. As stated, a 6-speed manual. They are actually lit from behind in these cars, but great shifter, communicates well. The clutch takes up really nice. The car is just a lightning rod, but with a 8,200 RPM redline, you'd imagine you're going to get some pretty fierce acceleration. If you hit the sport button up here, it will actually amp the throttle response so that, and also actually it will communicate with the dynamic stability control to lower the threshold so that you have pretty much a little bit more level of control than you would had the computers been taking everything over. wheel, the M Roadster, it's no less comfortable than any other Roadster. And I'm a huge fan of these seats. I have a very picky lower back, but these seats are amazing. They really hold you in place. There's a lot of times you get fatigued in racing because you have to brace yourself against certain things in the car, and it takes extra work when all you should be doing is focusing on the driving experience. But these seats will hold you in place on the track, on the road, and they're really comfortable. But this steering wheel is fantastic. Gotta be what probably is my favorite. It's so thick. Got the M stitched embroidery on here, multi-function for the stereo in here. The shifter communicates great, right down to second, get down to third, because you got an 8,000 RPM red line and just go for it. Oh, that is so cool. Behind the wheel of this M Roadster, it's really a lucky experience to be able to drive a car like this, because it's buttery smooth, but it feels like you're wearing the road. I think that might be a slight exaggeration because there's still refinement in the car, but your slightest inputs are instantly catered to in this car. And it's an absolute blast to drive. I have so much fun in any M-engined anything. Listen to that thing just pull right in second gear. Come in nice and hot. The car's not even riding hard and it's still holding perfectly. The balance is beautiful. The steering wheel's awesome. It's so thick and it's giving me all the communication I need, but holy cow, are we hugging this. Oh man, ran out of room, but boy is that fun. It's our famous highway shot. I think there's just experience in this car kind of speaks for itself. We sold a ton of these last summer. We're getting back into spring here in Chicago. I feel really lucky to have a chance to get out on a beautiful day like today. It's in the mid-60s and it's ideal convertible weather. You can't look too much better than this. The Interlagos Blue is tough to find and it's probably the most in demand of all the color combos, but a very pure driving experience with a factory warranty to back it up. Speaking of the factory warranty, I do have the BMW vehicle history report here. The BMW 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty will run through November 11th, 2010, so this is a very late model 06. Your maintenance is included throughout that duration as well. I also have a copy of the auto check history report. One owner car, as you'd assume with this kind of condition and mileage, but beyond that there's really not a whole lot of information. It was a leased vehicle. To see this car in a little bit more detail, you got 60 pictures on our website. You'll find us at chicagocarsdirect.com. You can also see our entire YouTube channel. You'll see all of our footage there. It's youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Thanks for spending some time with us. I know we had a good time. Hope you did too. And we'll see you again.